Hey man, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Today I want to talk about an issue that's been currently happening in my life, and I think it's something serious that needs to be addressed, and that is the people that you have in your life, the entourage that is around you at all times, right? So those could be your friends, that can be your family, that can be your coworkers, that can be just random people that you see on a daily basis, right? So what I mean by this, like why this is an issue is because as you know, there's good entourages and there's bad entourages. Like entourage is basically what it's the term that I'm using to describe the influence that this group of people has on you. And have you heard of the idea that you are the average of the five people that you spend your time with? I think that's really, really true. I mean, the five people that you usually just always interact with, like they will really shape a lot of your personality and a lot of the way that you act and you behave and that you think and that they really shape your beliefs and your mentality about life. And I cannot stress that enough. They shape your beliefs and mentality about life. So in my case, I believe that I've been spending a lot more time recently with my parents, and I've been really looking a lot into more self improvement podcasts and all these kinds of educational contents. And to a lot of to a lot of big extent, like the most frequent interaction that I had by this point on a daily basis was with my parents, who are very hardworking. They're disciplined and they're just very sacrificial and they're just selfless. Right? They are genuinely amazing people. And I think just by spending time around them in the past year and something else, like past year or so, I've genuinely gained a lot of good value from them. I mean, before, yeah, I always lived in here. I never really moved out or anything, but before I really started self improvement and I really thought about the way that I'm spending my time and the way that I'm spending my life and the people that I have around me. Like before I thought of any of that, like back when I was just mindlessly playing video games and masturbating, watching porn, going on Netflix, watching movies, spending time with bullshit friends and all kinds of stuff, right? I never really spent that much time with my parents. And I never really understood just how hard they work. I never understood just how much they sacrifice for me, for their family. I never knew that. And so I just spend time around these fake people and these fake like these bad influences and everything. Like, I mean, I mentioned that I was playing video games, I was masturbating, I was going on Netflix, I was just binging movies, I was watching like all kinds of shit, right? I was spending time with just people that didn't really give a fuck about me. I was going on social media on like YouTube, like I saw all those Twitter comments. I was just, and that really shaped the person that I was. I mean, I genuinely, I mean, look back on my channel, God knows how long. Fuck, I don't even know what to tell you. Like more than a year ago, right? Look at my channel around a year ago, maybe a little bit more. And you're gonna find like the first videos in which I actually talk to the camera, like with my face. Because up until that point, I was just posting like all this video game content. I was just afraid of showing myself. And up to the point where I really started self improvement and I just started making some videos, bro, you can tell, like you can see it in my personality, man, that I was just hiding away. I did not know what I was supposed. I was scared of who I was, and like the fact that I was just scared of actually showing myself to the camera. So I was always just avoid. I was just like this. I was just avoiding eye contact at all times. I was so self-conscious about actually making eye contact with the camera. And I think that really shows a lot, right? And I look back and I see some like I have like maybe on my phone I have some like old fucking ancient screenshot conversations that I have from my text and everything, right? From Discord or something that I didn't delete. And I just see the way that I type and I see the way that kind of like the stuff that I was actually typing. Like the people that you have around you, like the people that you spend your time with, bro. I spent 6 hours a day playing video games. I spent 2 hours a day watching Netflix. I spent an hour a day masturbating. I spent like, that's like what? 9 hours. Yeah, six, two, yeah. That's 9 hours, right? That's 9 hours in which I was just constantly around bullshit influences that were destroying my life. I was around bullshit people who were telling me bullshit things for 9 hours straight. Oh, don't work so hard, bro. It's fine. It's fine not to have any kind of dream. It's fine not to have a mission. It's fine not to be ambitious at all. It's fine not to have like. It's fine not to genuinely have your dick get hard, bro. It's fine to just have erectile dysfunction, bro. It's fine. I mean, it happens to some people, I guess. It's fine to just eat a bunch of shit every day and then wonder why you're fucking fat and why you cannot do anything. It's fine to not have friends, bro. It's fine to do this. It's fine to do that. It's fine. It's fine to be a fucking failure. A piece of shit. That's what they all told me. And I listened, and God knows where I would have been if I kept listening. But at some point, I stopped. I discovered self improvement. God, thank you. I went on self improvement. I fucking set all that shit aside. I understood the fact that my brain was fucking lying to me. That the shit that it was throwing in my face when things got hard was all bullshit. And so I spend more time around my family and around my parents especially. You know, I spend more time with my grandparents as well, and I actually start noticing my other family members and actually have like more meaningful conversations with them. And by this point, I can actually sense, I can notice the influence. I'm much more calm. I'm much more predisposed to genuinely being happy, to being happy with myself, to feeling accomplished. Like at this point, I was also watching like a lot of self-improvement content, not the bullshit kind, like the genuinely nice, amazing stuff that was telling young men, hey, do your fucking work. Stop bullshitting yourself. Do your fucking work. And I watched a lot of that every single day, right? And that really changed a lot of about my personality as well. Like I've genuinely grown so much. But this is the good case. This is my good case. I've been lucky to get here and to be self-conscious about all of this. But there's a lot of people out there that are not. This has been an issue in my life recently, bro. I'm not gonna say what's happened, but it's just about like the thing that I really want to mention is the entourage that you have around you, bro. The people that you have in your life can make you do horrible fucking things. And I mean to say that very, very fucking seriously to you. The people in your life can make you do horrible things, which in the moment might seem harmless, which might seem nice. Hey, how about you? Come on, drink with us. Come on, let's go to a party and let's have a drink. And you do that several more times, and you do that several more times, and you don't really stop because your mentality is fucked, because you're wasting your time listening to all the people who are telling you it's fine to be a failure and to not have any kind of control over yourself, and then you end up an alcoholic. Oh, come on. It's just weed, bro. Come on, it's just weed. It's not gonna do anything. Weed makes you creative, bro. Weed makes you creative, man. It's just weed. You do that several more times. Again, your brain is fucked because you don't have any self-control. You end up being a drug addict. And because weed at this point doesn't do the shit for you, you turn to other shit. That's even worse. You turn to things that destroy and genuinely ruin your fucking life. You know, you know all those people on the internet, right now, that like the trend is like, oh, self-improvement is masturbation and self-improvement ruined my life. It's not self-improvement that is ruining your life, bro. It's fucking drugs and alcohol and spending time with fucking retarded people. That's what's ruining your life. It's not self-improvement. It's not reading a damn book. It's not watching a more experienced person talk about life. It's not spending time with your family. It's not working out. It's not sending your body to new limits, to new challenges. That's not what's ruining your life. It's you, bro. It's fucking you. It's you, and it's the people that you spend your time with. It's the people that you end up watching every single day on social media, on YouTube, on TV. The people that you see in real life. I've noticed this as well. Like, again, in the past year, I've been with my parents and stuff, and it's really been really nice for me. It's been really good for me to transform me into a better person. But then I started school again. I started ninth grade. I started high school. Guess what? I'm around bullshit people who vape, who smoke, who, I don't know, maybe take drugs. I'm not sure about that. But there's a possibility. Who fuck, who have sex. I don't even know. Like at parties drunk. And that's true. That's actually, that's something that happens, right? Guess what happened? I was spending 6 hours, 7 hours a day, every single day, almost for God knows, like 9 months with those people. Guess what happened? My personality changed. I was much more. I mean, it didn't change completely. I didn't just suddenly become a degenerate like them and just end up wasting my fucking life. But a lot of little things in my mind just kind of ticked off, changed. I was no longer as disciplined as I wanted to be. I was no longer as motivated to be on my work, to do what I wanted to do what I had to do. I was not feeling that drive because I guess, yeah, motivation comes and goes. But drive, I never felt any drive. And yeah, you might say, well, you don't need any of that shit. You just need discipline. But yeah, I was fucking losing that because the people around me, the people that I was spending 6, 7 hours of my life with, every single day for like 9 months, they were not disciplined. They were smoking, they were vaping, they were drinking, they were fucking. They were not doing shit in school. They had like 100 of like leaves, like absences, like stuff like that. Like that, basically, one absence is when you miss 1 hour for no reason, right? When you don't have like a good reason to miss a class. And they have hundreds of those, bro. Because, oh, let's just leave. I mean, why are we here? We're just wasting our time, bro. Let's just leave. Right? So I'm around those people 6, 7 hours a day, 9 months. Guess what happens? My personality changes. I become less authentic. I'm just a more of a shell of the person that I want to be. I'm no longer disciplined. I'm just a piece of shit that doesn't. I don't know. That is much more emotional. That is much more focused on just doing the easy stuff. Just taking the easy way out. Finding the easy hack to doing this because, oh my god, it's easier and it helps you not like save time. But I was not saving. I was saving time maybe for some things. For what? I was not doing anything else. I was not doing anything productive with the time that I saved. I was just saving it so I could waste it. But yeah, again, I didn't just kind of go into the full degenerate lifestyle. I didn't start playing video games again. I still had a sense of discipline, right? But it was like compared to what it was last summer, compared to what it starts to be like now, it was diminished. It was very, very diminished. Like I was just kind of holding on to the idea of self-improvement, but that was it. I was not really embracing it. And all of this is because of the people that I had around me. The people that were in my environment 6, 7 hours a day. Like, be very, very careful. And you might think to yourself, well, shit, well, in that case, what am I supposed to do? I mean, I have those people in my environment all the time. What I can tell you is minimize the time that you spend with those people and always, as much as you can help it, right? Keep it in your mind. Keep in mind the fact that those people are fucking off. Like, they're wasting their lives. I mean, the majority of them. I mean, yeah, there's always gonna be like people getting out of that standard, right? I mean, there's always gonna be people who are actually doing something productive. Like, that's normal, right? And spend more time with those people, bro. Spend more time with the people who have discipline and who are actually doing something with themselves. But, when you hear all those fucking degenerates just blabbering on and on about how, I don't know, some bullshit, right? Like whatever shit they say. Anything, bro, just disregard it. I mean, again, it's sometimes it's useful, to actually listen and to see what the person has to say and kind of, try to see like the grain of truth in the sea of lies, I guess. But yeah, just don't take their shit for granted. Don't take what they're saying for granted. Don't take their behavior for granted. Like, this is a warning that I have to give to you because I've done that and it's made my life bad. It's made my life worse. It's made my life unfulfilling. It's made my life, I don't know, just not what I wanted it to be. Not what I could have made it be. And I spent a few months in this way, and I feel bad for the time I've wasted, but at the same time, I'm grateful that I've come to this conclusion that next year, I'm in summer right now, so I'm in the summer break. Next year, like next school year, I will be able to resist all those influences better, and I will be able to just burst through the bubble. So yeah. And in your family, if you have like bad influences in your family, try to distance yourself as much as you can, man. I mean, you have, again, I mean, yeah, distance yourself, but I mean, don't don't abandon those people because they're family, right? They're people that you grew up with. They're people that are in your damn bloodline. You will don't abandon them. Please don't do that. I mean, try to kind of take a good safe distance from them so that you're not caught up in their shit. But don't abandon them. I mean, try to help them as much as you can. Every chance that you get, try to help them. Try to put them on the right path. Try to talk to them about what they're doing. Try to help them understand. Like, this is the I cannot stress this enough. Try to help them understand. Because this is a problem that a lot of parents are making as well, and I've noticed that. A lot of parents are wondering why their kids are no longer talking to them, and they're kind of like fucking off to parties by their own, like by their own selves. They're not doing it, and they're not spending any more time with their parents, and their parents are wondering, where did I go wrong in raising my child? Well, you didn't really explain to them in a manner so that they truly understand, and they truly put in their fucking brains that what some things of what they're doing might be wrong, might not be good for them. You just told them, hey, that's not good for you. Hey, that's not good for you, bro. Don't do that. Don't smoke, don't drink. Don't do that. Or maybe you told them, hey, don't smoke, don't drink because it's like not good for your health. But you never went into detail. Like, those parents, most of the time they don't go into detail. They don't sit their kid down once they're like, okay, I'm gonna be fucking honest with you, kid. I've seen people's lives get ruined by drugs and alcohol and other shit. I've seen people's lives get ruined by other people, by their influences. I've seen other people do horrible things just because they wanted to be included somewhere. Right? I don't think the majority of those people, they never sat down and said that. They just said it's not good for you, it's not good for you. And then when they saw their kid doing it, they eventually noticed that you punish them. You punish them and you do this and that. And I mean, yeah, I guess punishment to some extent it should be there, right? To kind of maintain discipline. But at the same time, bro, make your damn kid understand. I mean, make your damn family member that's struggling right now understand that what they're doing is wrong. Help them. And if you can help that, if you can manage that, do it with other people as well. Because we're living in a damn world filled with other people, filled with other families, filled with other human beings, man. Right? We're not living in a world where it's just our family and the people outside are monsters. I mean, some might be, sure. But in a sense, you're a monster too. In a sense, we are all monsters. Because we've all contributed by our own little fucking part to the problems of the world. But you can change that by changing your damn life, by changing the people that you have around you, by making the people that you think have a chance, that have potential to move on with their lives and do something beautiful. Try to make them understand, bro. And when it doesn't work, right? Because it's bound to not work on some people. Like, some people just genuinely are so fucking thick-skinned and tough skull, like they won't get it. They like thick skull, sorry. They won't get it. They won't understand, no matter how much you tell them. But I mean, by that point, if you've tried to help them in this conscious way, when you're not just doing like the basic parenting thing, that's not good for you, it's unhealthy, that's not good for you because it does this and that. Fuck you. Fuck no, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, genuinely try to make them understand, right? Explain to them in a manner so that they can understand, maybe they can actually they can manage that into their own lives. Like, bring valuable advice that can actually be transmittable in their own lives. Don't just say, "Oh, don't do this because it's dad." Well, help them get out of it. Help them get out of that bad habit. Right? Give them good advice on how they can do that. Right? Just help your family in a loving, caring way. And loving doesn't mean just this motherly love, or like whatever this bullshit nowadays is, that, oh, I just love the way that I am, bro. Don't go up to a person that's struggling with alcohol or that has shit friends who just send them into a deep depression, right? And don't go up to those people and be like, oh, you're just perfect the way you are, I love you just the way you are, and you're like, and you think that you're helping. You're making things worse, because I've had that several times. I've had people tell me, you're just perfect the way you are. Fuck you, I was not. Fuck you, I was a piece of shit, man. I would have rather had people tell me that I'm a piece of shit, like genuinely people that I care about, come up to me and tell me, hey, you're a fucking piece of shit, grow the fuck up. Do something with your life. If I would have had that, I would have been so much grateful, and this is the kind of love that sometimes we need to give. The tough love. Like the kind of stereotypical fatherly love, right? The one where it's hard, it's harsh, but you're doing it for a good reason. I want you to know that, like, you're scared. Maybe I'll have all these insecurities about your entourage because, oh, if I'm not with them, then I'm on my own. I'm on my own. I don't know who else I could be with. I'm scared. I don't know. I don't want to be on my own. And maybe you've had some experiences in the past which really make you think that being alone is, for a while at least, is very bad. It's not. It's something that you just cannot stand. And I'm sorry, but I'm sorry for what you've gone through. But sometimes being alone. I've had this comment a while back. Like, I was watching like a self improvement video, right? Like, it was kind of really unrelated, but I asked this comment there. I know, hey, I have friends in my life who don't want. I'm trying to help them go on self improvement or whatever. I'm trying to help them live better lives and be more healthy because they're really unhealthy, right? But they don't want to listen. They're always kind of like downplaying me and everything, right? What should I do? What should I do? And I was expecting some like quick like paragraph worth of text telling me step by step what I should do. But the guy just told me exactly this. Sometimes it's better to be a lone wolf. And he put like a fucking wolf emoji. And at the time I saw that, I was like, fuck you. Fuck you, bro. Like, is that how you're gonna help me? But now I looked back, I read that comment once more. Like, I was looking for my emails and I saw like the email, where YouTube says that this guy replied to your comment, right? And I thought about it. Sometimes, especially moments when your entourage, like the group of friends, the people in your life are genuinely just harmful. And they are harmful. And you can tell, it, right, when they are. Don't bullshit yourself. And when those people are harmful and they genuinely just want to see you fail, they don't want to see you go anywhere, they don't want to see you achieve anything, sometimes it's better to be a lone wolf. In his words, in that guy's words, sometimes it's better to choose to be on your own for a while. Sometimes for a while, like I have to fucking clarify for a while. Don't end up being like this motherfucker who walks on the street and he avoids eye contact. He's scared. He's like, oh my god. Like don't be antisocial, right? Don't be a fucking weirdo. Speak to people for God's sake. Make friends. Like try all these kinds of new experiences. But at the same time, try to limit yourself in a way so that it's actually something good for you, right? So that what you're doing doesn't just lead to the same problem. So maybe you quit, like you just stop, you gradually stop spending time with the people, like the people in your friend group, and then you kind of spend like a period of solitude and everything, in which you're kind of really reflecting on your thoughts and about your actions. And you then, in that period of solitude, you discipline yourself and you build up a good, strong life, strong habits, strong body, strong mind, right? And then you just kind of you think to yourself, man, I'd like to have some friends. Like I think I'm strong enough and I think I'm capable enough physically and mentally to have some friends again. And you go there and you start talking to people again and this and that. And then you have make friends again, and then you realize that those friends they're kind of like the same as the old ones, and you're stuck in the same loop again and again. Don't do that. Pick the people that you're spending your time with. Be very, very fucking picky about that. Be very picky about that. Have high standards for the people that you're spending your time with because they determine what you're doing with your life. The entourage, the people that you spend your time with, they determine in which direction your life is going. You might think to yourself, "No, I'm special, bro. I'm better than all those guys, bro. I will get like I'm like bulletproof. Nothing gets to me, bro. I'm a fucking Sigma male. You're not that special. You're not a fucking superhero, bro. You're not that special. Or else you wouldn't be watching this video. If you were that special, if you're that bulletproof, you wouldn't be watching this video. So have high standards for the people in your life. And don't just have high standards for the people in your life, have high standards for yourself. I mean, that's essentially where it starts. You start having high standards for who you are, for what you eat, for what you look at, for what you spend your time on during the day, for the people that you talk to and everything. And that translates into this social aspect. That you end up you gradually once you start having some respect for yourself, and once you start actually doing what must be done instead of what you just want to do whenever you feel like it, you start actually having higher standards for the people in your life. You have higher standards for your friends, for your family. Like you expect those people to genuinely do right by you, and you expect to do right by them, right? It's like it's in tandem. It's like both people are doing their part. Both people involved in like a one-on-one relationship are doing their part. Both people, like both groups of friends, they're all doing their parts. Be very careful about the people that you spend your time with. So yeah, man. Good luck. I'll see you next time.